I have always made it a point that I should finish someone's job. If someone gives me a job, no matter what, even up to now, and nabasa rando siram road, I finish.
If you're not sent to court, you haven't started entrepreneurship. Have you ever been taken to court?
There has always been this desire to be liberated from this poverty thing. I always dreamed of saying, things are gonna be okay. Things are gonna be fine. Yeah. And by the way, from SA, I came back with the satchel. This satchel of mine, No. So the satchel took me through, those 3 years I had my clothes that were in there.
Hello Africa, it's Jerry Moya Zungu aka The Chartered Vendor. Welcome to The Chartered Vendor podcast. We talk about everything entrepreneurship, everything business. Thank you guys for supporting us. I know that you guys are subscribing and you're pushing this podcast where we bring entrepreneurs to talk about their journey. Africa, I've always said, yes, politicians are there to give us the environment, but entrepreneurs are the ones who are going to change the economy by employing you, by employing me, by giving you work, by giving me work. So today I'm super excited. I've got, I don't like to call him Mr Sylvester, but I just call him, I'll just call him Mr Sly. And he's from a company called Zusly Projects. He's going to tell us what he does. So welcome, say.
Thank you, Ngoma Jerry.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Sure.
So beyond being, I know that you're the MD of Zusly Projects.
Sure.
Beyond that, who are you? Makata, where did you come from? Shande Kupi, how did you grow up? Or are you? Because I've noticed that of late, most of the entrepreneurs I'm interviewing here they came from the rural areas. And they are conquering now in the urban areas. So some of them, they came from the ghetto.
Yeah.
I've never interviewed someone who said, I was born in Borodo. Anyway.
Thank you, Ngoma Jerry. Yeah, it's been quite a journey. I think it's only now then when we can begin to say, we have done something maybe chinenge chakuda chitaurwa.
Exactly.
But deep down, we still are hungry. We just need to get somewhere. All right, so Sylvester, my name is Sylvester Zuma Thomas, founder of Zusly. Zusly, we build...
Zuma is in Zuma.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Zuma Thomas. So at Zusly, we build, renovate, and beautify spaces. I'm the only child in my family, and both parents, they passed away. My mom passed away in 2003. Then my dad later on passed away in 2008.
Yeah, sure.
I was still doing my Form 3. So eventually, then start. I did not manage even to finish my O levels. Yeah, because I was still doing Form 3. So the story started, I think that was the first phase of struggles. But those ones, I think they were minor. So 2008, I have a loved relative that advised me and said, you know what, you should go to the place where your dad used to work. So my dad used to work at Architectural Aluminium. And he said, your dad had a good name there.
Seriously?
You should go there. So I remember going there. So how my dad got a good name there, it is said around 1999, the company which he worked for, a vehicle was stolen. So my dad saw that vehicle abandoned somewhere in Grenade side, and then they called the numbers that were inscribed on the vehicle. So then the guy said, we are looking for that vehicle. Wait there, let me come. So the owner of the company came, he saw him and he said, how much should I give you? And he said, no, I want a job. That's what I want. I'm a welder. Please give me a job.
Okay.
That's how he got a job.
Okay.
So I went there and I told them, I'm Thomas's son. At first, because I was still young, they
How
could
old?
not. I was 17. I was 17, but I went there until they gave me a job. So I worked there from 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13. So at first I was in the stores. I was a stores assistant, just mopping the floors and just handing whatever the stores guy needs. Then I moved into the floor where we were assembling aluminium windows and doors. I was an assistant there. Then I ended up going to the sites. I was an assistant as well. So being curious, I then had that desire to learn and to know, and then I ended up then being given my own box, becoming an artisan, and I was given an assistant. Yeah, I laugh because the assistant I got was way huge in terms of body, and I was, because like I'm saying, I was now about 18. And he was like 26. So you can imagine having a fitter who's 18. And it was interesting. It was interesting. So that's where now I gained skill, the fitting side. I gained skill. That skill I gained it from architectural aluminium. Then at the end of 2013, that's when I left AA. Then I went to South Africa. That was now 2014. So 2014, I did a full year in South Africa. I was working for a company that was doing the same. Okay. But now I got an opportunity to work in the workshop. So I now gained the manufacturing skill. I had the fitting, but now the manufacturing, I gained it there. And those guys there, they were quite advanced. They had machineries which were advanced. So I learned to use all those CNC machines and the likes.
Okay.
So then 2015, I came back to Zim. 2015, 2016, 2017, Jerry, those were my most horrible years.
Okay, tell us.
Horrendous.
Tell us.
Man, I struggled.
Serious? But why did you come back from South Africa?
From South Africa, a lot happened. I started.
Did you have a permit?
I did not. I did not have a permit. I think that's one of the major factors. That affected my coming back. I was no longer really feeling safe. Because everywhere you'll be running away
from police.
You're running away from the police. So I just said I need to go back home. And also there's an incident. I was gathering money to come back and maybe just start something. So when I was almost, I think I had 6 or 7 months salary saved up. And the way I had hidden it under the mattress. So we were in a flat where we were sharing bedrooms and using the same kitchen. So the fellow Zimbabweans, I think they learned I was stashing money there. And they stole all of it.
How much?
What I know, the range was like I was getting 400 per month. So then you times that like by 7. And man, but there were runs now. I no longer know the rates now. Yeah, so that's one of the things that disappointed me. And I said, I have to leave this country. Okay, I have to go back. But so when these guys stole money, eventually also my job ended as well. So there were a lot of politics where I worked. So I started struggling there in SA. So to come back, I actually had to borrow money to come back. I think it was $70. Forgive me, I no longer remember the runs. So even when I got to Roadport, I had to borrow $1 to go back home. So we come from Mavuku. That's where my grandparents' house is. So I had to borrow money to get there. So we came back there now. That was now 2015. So like as I said, those 3 years, I struggled. So coming back from SA, there was this status, someone coming from SA,
exactly,
you need to be strong, you know, you have to be flashy and all the likes. People got later caught on to it that this guy is just come back with nothing. So long and short of it, we had some disagreements and I was chased away from home again. I was chased away. That was part 2. Part 2, being chased away. So I went and stayed in Melbourne. So I had the hope that since I'm someone who's skilled, eventually I'll get a job somewhere and then I'll be able to look after myself. So I went and stayed in Melbourne. I was paying 150. And by the way, from SA I came back with the satchel. This satchel of mine, no. So the satchel took me through, you know, those 3 years. I had my clothes that were in there. Of all the houses that I then went to, I remember when it came to sleeping time, I did not have property. It was only that satchel. I had to wear all the clothes that were in the bag. I just need to put on all the clothes so I feel warm, put on the socks and the shoes, then just fold myself in a corner. So Melbourne, it was 150 and
no bed, no what?
No bed, no what. The landlady, when I got there, they showed me, so this is the parking space, this one, and I had hope that things are going to be okay. I had hope that things are going to be okay, but hey, they never got okay. So I paid for the first month. Then I did the second and the third month. And getting now into the 4th month, then the landlady, she came and said, you know what, son, I don't think you'll manage this rent. I think it's good before it piles up and gets out of hand. I think you can, just move out.
Without paying.
Without paying. And then I moved out. I looked for the second residence. I looked for accommodation in Warren Park. There I got a room. I was staying, it was $90 which I was paying there. So 90, I just moved a bit. I said, I think this was too much. Exactly. So let me just try 90. So I paid the first month. Second month.
Nothing.
And the guys were wondering that this guy only has a satchel. What's up with this dude? We can't keep this guy here. So they then actually it's not them, it was I apologies if they are watching. I had to run away.
Did you give them back
the guys have learned that they've left the country. It's way back. I've never seen them since. That was the first and last day that I saw those guys. But if they are watching I would love to meet them and pay them back. So now I then went and stayed in Whitecliff. Whitecliff, that's Blawayo Road direction after White House. There I found accommodation at $20. There now there was no electricity and 20 was a bit of a relief. But I struggled to find that $20 per month. It was a huge struggle.
And how were you getting money? So
what's up?
That in Melbourne, in Warren Park. How were you getting money?
So what's happening is the skill which I had. So there are guys, we call them shop fitters in my field. So shop fitters are just these guys, Tota and Amsea. We're also just trying. So these guys, they get jobs. So it's like there are some of my friends, colleagues, I just told them, guys, I'm back. So if you just need any help, you call me. So when I went there to assist, those are some of the times then I would get that money now. So that's where I was getting those. Go there and assist. The give you $10. And I have a lot of stories
So
of
from
guys who've
150,
not.
you are now paying $20.
I'm now paying
Where
$20. In
White House.
In it's Whitecliff.
Whitecliff.
Yeah. So Whitecliff is after White
After
House.
White House.
Yeah, it's I think it was the left side.
Yeah.
So there I think I did much of now the last part of the 3 years. I did it there in Whitecliff. I would struggle to get that $20. My landlord would call and say, "What are you doing with my rent?" Saying, "No, don't worry, I'm just trying." But yeah, so some of the month I would get into the next month, but I would eventually find. I would eventually find that $20. Then in terms of eating, I would just buy a plate for $1 in town. Yeah, because I did not cook. So just buy a $1 plate. And
that's done.
Yeah, for some of the nights, it's unfortunate. I just had to sleep. It's unfortunate. Yeah, and also journeys even at that time. I remember I was just walking, I remember walking, getting into town.
From Whitecliff?
Yeah, from Whitecliff.
Far.
Yeah, it's far.
Because I used to walk from quads an extension to Tenward.
Oh, is it?
To board that Freedom train.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But to me it was very far. So imagine Whitecliff to town.
It was bad, man. It was bad. So those are times where much of the stories they are only known by me, because you would not share those. And actually, whom would you share it to?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one. And all this time, whilst you're struggling, what was going on through your mind?
There has always been this desire to be liberated from this poverty thing. I always dreamed of saying, things are gonna be okay. Things are gonna be fine. And by the way, I did not mention I am a Christian. I got saved in 2006. Yeah, in this much part of what made me endure these years, largely I would attribute it to my relationship with God. Yeah. From 2006, even the time when my dad passed away, there was just this inner comfort. But you know how it is. There are times where we break.
And you're the only one. Remember,
I'm the only one.
You don't have a sibling.
Yeah. I don't have a sibling. So it was just that hope. I just always believed that things are going to be okay. But I didn't know if they were going to be okay. But I just believe somehow. We just need to keep trying. Yeah, the word says we should.
Yeah. So people are looking at you now.
Yeah.
You're now a big guy.
Jerry.
It's what you see. We need to learn to celebrate whatever little which you've done.
Okay.
It's sometimes not even little. You are employing how many people?
54.
54. And you're saving 54 families. Do you know that?
Yeah, true.
Do you know that if Zusly goes down today, there's a guy who is going to end up like you in Whitecliff. So let us not underestimate what we are doing. I know everyone has got hunger to say, I want to be Strive Masiwa, someone wants to be Dangote. But let us learn to celebrate whatever which you've done, because already you're giving employment to 54 people. It's not a joke.
Yeah, so
now,
true.
Let's get to how did the situation, when did it change?
Right. So, I have a dear friend called Francis Sande. He approached me and he said, you know what, Sly? I've been observing what you've been doing. You've got skill, but what you don't have are jobs. Me, I have jobs, but what I'm lacking is skill. Yeah. So why not you come on board and I employ you? I give you a salary.
Serious?
Yeah, man. Wow, I just said, where did you come from? Yeah, so Francis, God bless you, man. Lots of love, man. That time, man.
It was crazy.
That was a breakthrough. That was a breakthrough. So I got employed there at his place. So I was now working. So you can now imagine that burden of finding a $20 every month.
Yeah.
He gave me that opportunity. He trusted me with that, and I'm forever grateful.
Okay.
I'm forever grateful. So I then also got to a point where I asked him, how do you manage to get jobs, Francis? I'm seeing you're doing a lot of things here. So he's then the first person who introduced to me about Facebook. Yeah, that was now the end of 2017. Yeah, that's where I actually formed the page. Our Zusly page.
Okay.
Yeah, so then he told me, you know what? If you form a page, you then need to look for a Visa card. I opened with Steward. Then you just put money in there, and then you boost your post so that people can see. So I forgot about it, got into 2018. I think in about March, April, thereabout. That's when I said, why not just maybe post a little bit on my page? Because I'm seeing I'm getting reluctant now. So I then created a flyer. I did one for office partitions, the other one for aluminum windows and doors. I don't remember the other ones. Then I posted them on my page. Then I boosted. So what happens now is there's a company called Zimplow. These guys were doing renovations. It's in Southerton there. So the guys had engaged Architectural Aluminium. So they were doing their front area, their reception. So the employees desired their back offices to be renovated as well. So they said, so you need to also renovate our back offices. Then the bosses said, no, we can't, because the prices which these guys charge, it's too high. Unless if you guys find a cheaper supplier. So that's when I just posted my flyer. So one of the employees saw it, and then they called and said, can you please just come and check what you're doing? And said, it's okay. I told Francis, tomorrow I'm first going somewhere. These guys have invited me just to do some quotations. Said, it's okay. Then the morrow arrives. I remember, I prepared well for that one.
Serious?
Yeah. I think Nandagaroga Bachine G. Yes. So I got there. I told them I'm here to see so and so, and they said it's okay, you can go sit down there. So the area where I'm going to sit, it's partly the part where the architectural aluminium guys are finishing. So that's when these guys see me. So these are my colleagues which I used to work with. Then they're like, Sly! Actually, the name which they called me was Pastor. Yeah, Pastor. I used to love my Bible so much, and they knew me. So at architecture they called me Pastor. So then, Pastor, and the likes. Then, so the lady comes to look for me, and she says, I'm with these guys. And say, what's happening? What's the story? And saying, you see this guy, what you are doing, these office partitions and the like, that's better. What he does. Yeah, he can do it better. We used to do it with him. Anything to do. And saying, is it? Not knowing that they are marketing me. Yeah, if I was on a scale of 0, I think I rose from 0 to 90.
Within seconds.
Yeah, within seconds. Then we go behind the back offices, and that's where she tells her boss that, you see this guy, he actually knows these guys that are doing the renovations there. They were together, and they're saying that's what he used to do exactly. And then the boss says, so what's now just left is the price. Tell you what, these guys, they never they never asked to see where I've done anything.
And you also didn't have any referral.
I did not have any referral. They never asked. Where did you die? They never. So these guys are long and short of it. I got the job. That was the best time in my life, man.
And it was your biggest job. How much did you get?
It was 15,000.
and what happened after noticing that you now had 15,000? Did you have a bank account?
Man, I was helped by a friend. I had to use a friend's account. I just told a friend, you know what, guys, I got a job and these guys are saying they need to put it in a company account. So, there's a friend that assisted me. Then, oh, man, I went to Francis and I said, man, thank you so much for the things that you've done for me. And I think it's now time for me to grow. So that's when then I left. Francis is a very good guy.
And how did you take it?
He has always been a good guy. He's always desired well. Not knowing maybe, but
he was
for me,
happy for you.
He was happy for me. He was happy. He understood my story. He saw the struggles. And said, man, I'm happy for you. Wish you the best. So then, we started off in Kopi. There's somewhere in area opposite Kokom. That's where we had our first workshop. And I remember buying my generator. I bought all the tools which I needed. I bought all of them. My generator, my miter, my clamping machine, my what have you. I bought all that stuff. And then we did the job. When we finished the job now, that's when I decided to register Zusly. So we registered Zusly 2018. That was in July. That's when we registered. So from there now, how we started Zusly. I got to... There were 3. At first there were 2, then got to 3. There are guys which I employed and just said, guys, you can come over on board. I need to teach you guys. So I took guys that did not know anything. Never heard anything about aluminium. And I said, guys, I want to teach you how to measure, how to cut, how to calculate, how to fabricate doors, how to fabricate windows. So they came... because I did not have jobs, that time I used it as time to educate these guys. And we thank God these guys hopped onto it. They caught everything. So one, I saw their strength. One was best in cutting, the other best in assembling. And then the other one was best in doing quotations. So I taught all these guys. There was one who then I said, you help me to do quotations. Then you 2 guys, you do the assembling.
Serious?
Yeah. And those guys have been loyal.
Up to now?
They have been loyal. It's only one of them we had some struggles. Alka was struggles.
There.
But
Wow.
Yeah, they are still there. We still have them. So from there, it then gave me time to be able to go and look for other jobs. Because these guys are fabricating windows and doors. I can now look for other jobs. So just put another $10 in the card and boost. Then get invitations. So we moved from Kopi. Then we went to Samora. There's a place which we are using back office. Then from there, we went now to Hatfield. That's where we currently are. So we grew from that number of being 3, 4, and we are now like 54. This is now where we are, and we thank God for where we are, even though it's still little.
Now, your first 2 years in
business.
I understand entrepreneurship. You're getting into it. You've never been in entrepreneurship. What challenges did you face?
Man. Entrepreneurship is just something else. You need to have a different heart. You need to have a different heart. So what's happening now is that case where when you start getting figures, when you start getting big, for me, they are big.
Exactly. They're big.
We're talking from a $20 background, man.
15,000.
We're talking of thousands now. And,
it's
big. Man, managing money, I think was one of the biggest problems, managing money. So the challenge was we would use... I did not separate personal life and everything.
Yeah.
We just took from one pocket. If the company wants, we do that. If I want,
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was one of my biggest challenges. I remember, it then created debts. Because we did not have jobs that were constantly coming. Yeah, so we got to a point where I had debts like all over. And I remember of one of the times we had to sell one of our vehicles. If I say one of, it was the only. It was the only. Yeah, I remember I sold my Honda Fit, kept bluzo. It pained me so much. But then the motto was, I have always made it a point that I should finish someone's job. If someone gives me a job, no matter what, even up to now, I finish. So then now my guys are like, where shall we get money? I tried. Then I said, this one has to go. It's like, what do you do? So I sold that Honda Fit and I managed to finish that job. So from there now, there are also things which I learned along the way, like the way I was doing marketing, the way I was doing quotations. So at first, we have this Musea mentality, which I should just charge low so you can get the people to come and just get jobs. Then I realized it was then now habit now came in. So Herbert is an accountant. He's one of our guys there. So he told me that the way how we are charging, with this way you won't make money.
Exactly.
We're actually working for these people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he then began to structure it for me, and from there we changed the way how we used to do business. Even the clientele which we used to get, it also changed. Because if you are doing jobs for cheaper guys, they refer each other. If you get these guys who value quality, you then also get into that space as well, and you begin to get quality clients. So from that time, it was hard transitioning from that point to getting to those quality clients who need quality, who need things that are beautiful but done in time and properly. That's when we changed. So we managed then now to beat that gap because of the charging. How we charged. That's where we managed to get rid of the debts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of the challenges.
Yeah.
And most of the people here also come and say another challenge is getting good people.
Oh yes. That was another. So what I realized was when you get people that know already, like I have a lot of colleagues that are artisans. So if I'm starting a company and I get those guys to come on board, those guys will give you a headache. It will be headaches after headaches. I tried it the other time and I saw that it was not working. And what these guys will intend to do when they get to a client's place, they want to get the client.
They'll be now saying, no, do it cheaper.
Yeah, I do it cheaper, and they are now marketing themselves through the job, through my job. So what I've learned is if someone wants to do like what I'm doing, it's best if you now have a skill, get guys that don't know anything and train them. That's the best way you can get loyalty. Loyalty is so important. You at least you can manage to do a lot of things. But if you've got guys that are disloyal, you need to be everywhere.
You need to be checking everywhere. And you cannot even go for holiday.
Yeah, so true. So we so now, because we now have these guys where, and I think you just need to be fair with your guys. Just need to be fair. Just be honest with them. Guys, this is where we are. We've got a struggle, A, B, and C. They will understand. They will understand.
There's a wise man who once said to me, if you're not sent to court, you haven't started entrepreneurship. Have you ever been taken to court?
I think... at that time, I I almost, if I had not sold that Honda Fit, I was definitely going to court. I think that's one of the things I've always avoided. I've always to try and make sure that, guys. So I have seen, when we are starting this thing, Jerry, atina munagambotuda.
Exactly.
No one has told us. So things to do with like how you prepare your quotation, even like the terms and conditions. Because I've had clients that have come,
those start changing.
We need back our money. What you've provided is not. I'm like, no.
But I've given you exactly. And even after delivering, they'll still say, I think we can give us a refund.
Yeah. So I think, Mkoma Jerry, you are one of the most important people in our industry, entrepreneurship, where you come in as a consultant, where you help us and say, guys, the way you're doing, this one, these guys will sue you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important. Because if you don't have that, man, you end up in jail.
Exactly. That's why also we're bringing this kind of podcast.
Oh, yes.
For people to because we are giving people free content and you guys are telling practical stories.
Oh, yes.
I want people like you who are telling people practical stories. I know our country has got Mbinga. There's the Mbinga syndrome whereby someone who just wake up rich.
Oh, yes.
But you cannot even trace.
You can't trace. Yeah.
Exactly. To say, how did they become rich? But anyway, now, in your business, what's the power of relationships? What do you say about that? To say relationships with people and customers, etc. How did it manage to help you, Zusly?
I think much of the things that we have done have been contributed to relationships. Relationships generally in life. Like I said, at first I started with my dad. Exactly. My dad left a good name. I had a relationship with my dad. Good. And I hoped on to that one. Which at the point I talked about Francis. I had a relationship with Francis. Then I managed to start what I'm doing.
Even the job which you got, it was because of because imagine if those guys, if we're not good to those guys architectural
minimum.
Imagine, because you got that because of a relationship.
Because of relationship.
Exactly.
Oh yes, because of relationship. Yeah. So even also relationship also with the employees, because all around it's a relationship with the employees, relationship with the clients, relationship. So it is always good to do well. Whenever we get an opportunity to do well, we need to. It's actually a gift, to have someone wish someone to do well.
Exactly.
I have seen generally, naturally, a human being. It's hard to wish someone well.
Exactly.
No one's what God also. How can you do well better than me?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's actually a gift, and it then helps you to also elevate others, because at the time when you be in need, those people will also help you. If it is like Francis, if he comes today, if he's got a challenge, I'm more than willing to help him.
That's good.
More than willing to help him. In terms of relationships, you realize you also need, like in our field, you need relationship with contractors. You need relationship with architects. With engineers.
Even
suppliers as well. Yeah, so all those relationships are helping us to get the jobs which you are getting.
Now, there's a guy from Godfusitebekwai. He once said, you cannot be an entrepreneur when you hate sales. So let's talk about what's the importance of sales in your organization.
I remember telling someone the other time that given an opportunity to choose to become an artisan or to become a salesperson, someone who can sell, who can get jobs, I would choose the latter. I would choose the latter, because the challenge which I realized in our industry, there are a lot of good guys, artisans, guys who even do better than me, that have started this thing way before. The biggest challenge that they have is these guys, they don't have jobs.
They can't sell.
they can't sell. So I decided to be to fill in that gap. And this time around, Jerry, I have valued so much digital marketing. Yes, digital marketing, being in the spaces. My desire is to always be there on Facebook. Whenever someone opens a post, they see us there.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there are some video clips that we do. Say, hi guys, it's Zusly again. We are there. What? This is what we do. So the thing is, we are trying to sell. We are trying to get our name visible so that these people can see what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can then create sales. And I tell you, there are a lot of aspects to sales. For me, the biggest part has come from Facebook. Then there's also that part where I remember I was chatting to you where you were saying like you also need to physically visit the guys. So I think that's also another part which we're gonna get to. But me, I'm big on Facebook.
Big on Facebook.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you guys have heard it's a story of an entrepreneur, Zusly. So lastly, what I just wanted to say to the guys who are watching, tell us about what you guys can cover and where they can also see you, so that if someone is interested in supporting Zusly, if someone is interested in getting something which is nice, you've got a house, you want good finishings.
Oh, yes.
You've got now people are doing clusters.
Oh, yes.
You want good aluminium. What do you guys do? Do steel? Do you also do aluminium? What do you cover?
Yes. Yeah, sure. So we have got like 3 main departments at our place. So that's aluminium and shop fitting. Then the second one is garage and balustrades.
Okay.
Then the third one is steel. So in steel, we do pergolas, we do skylights, we do driveway gates, we do sheds. Yeah, those church sheds, we do all that stuff. And even there are these kind of chalets, which we have now gotten into beautiful chalets. We love innovation. We tell people always, when you see something on Pinterest that inspires you, send it to us and we'll tell you if we can kill it. And definitely we've been killing. Then in aluminium, we do aluminium windows and doors, Galaxy doors. Then also there are these composite pivot doors, like the ones which you are pushing now are called Burundi doors. It's a beautiful door, Jerry. You should see it. Yeah, it's got glass and composite. Then it's got a biometric lock. We are pushing those. Okay. And there's this one which you also want to bring called the Vumba, the Vumba pivot door. Okay. So it's a mixture of wood. So like we've got natural wood with bags and whatever thing, and then glass on the other part, then with the biometric lock.
Wow.
So for architects, you guys, whatever you are designing, that's nice. Engage us in your projects. We love new things. Anything that's new, we bring it.
Nice. So as your parting shot to the kids who are in Mavuku, in Budiriro, and the guys who are in Watsomba there in Lupane, what do you want to say to them in terms of business, in terms of there's someone who's going through your struggles, who is failing to get $20 now. Oh, yeah. What do you want to say to them? To also, even the Christians, you said you're a big Christian. Yeah. What do you also want to say to them?
I think the biggest thing that has contributed to all the things that we have done, I've realized it's been decisions. You need to decide. You need to decide. And once you have decided, you need to stand with it. Make a decision that this is what I'm doing. If you are there, you are there. Do what's there. If you need to be in a certain place, decide to be there. So be a decided person.
Okay.
In whatever you do.
Be a decided person. It's a skill. I'll also add it in my notes. What I said is profound. Be a decider. I think even one of the guys, Ben Franklin, he has been the founder of America. And why he became successful, it was because Ben Franklin was good at deciding, like what I've just said. So thank you so much, Mr. Sly, for coming. thank you for that profound discussion. Sure. And thank you guys for watching. And I think you've heard from him, from entrepreneurs, and you're also aging you. We've got an entrepreneurship seminar which is also coming up, whereby we're going to talk more about entrepreneurship, building systems, building a business which can run without you, which is also essential as the businesses are growing. We also want to have intergenerational businesses which are going to last for 100 years, 200 years, and this can happen in Africa. I think most of us, Africa has been written off. So I'm just saying, as Africa, we can build something big. We have been undermined for a long period of time. So Africa is going to be built by entrepreneurs. So guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. It's Jeremiah Zunga out.
Everyone in sales is for everyone. So if you've ever attended an interview, my brother, my sister, you were doing sales. If you've got a kid at home, convincing them to go to school, you were also in sales. So I've authored this book, which is going to help you build your business, which is going to help you improve the first line of the profit and loss, which is revenue. It covers prospecting, which is looking for customers. Follow-up. Follow-up is the holy grail of sales. You cannot close deals without doing proper follow-up. You need to know how to close deals. You need to know how to negotiate with clients for them to pay more. So if you want, please get this book, and it will help your people. It will help your company. Whether an entrepreneur, whether in sales, the book is a must.